Hey there, Scorpio. Welcome to reading for the week of April 8th. This week, we're going to jump right in here, Scorpio. You have this chop wood card, this yang energy card. Yeah, I think it's time to get to work, no matter what. You could be, I always say it's kind of funny because a lot of times during retrogrades, like I'll get these readings where the universe is like, so what? Just get to work, even though it's a retrograde. So if you're thinking about doing something, whatever it is, I would just do it. Doesn't matter. I would get started here with this energy. But you have that yang energy, which is kind of like, it reminds me of the Ace of Wands. So, it's a card of that initial spark of life, getting started on something, or, a passionate new beginning. So you could be working on something that you're very passionate about. And look at this. Yeah. Whatever you're working on, Scorpio, I would keep going because I feel like there's going to be a lot of success for you. I feel like this has been coming up for you quite a bit as well over the past couple weeks, more recently, I would say. So, again, if you're working on projects, businesses, side hustles, anything, even your job or your career, I see a lot of success in that for you. You have the Five of Wands, Five of Pentacles, and the Knight of Pentacles. I do feel that some of you are working on something where there is competition. So you could be doing something where there are a lot of people who already do it, or where there just is competition in general. And the Five of Wands is about learning and educating yourself. Really, these people on the Five of Wands are using sticks to fight. They're not using swords. So really, it's a card of them learning how to battle. And I feel that you have done a lot of learning. We even go down to the Eight of Pentacles, which is a card of mastery. Basically, it's a card of apprenticeship, and he's trying to master his craft. And then you go down to the Death card, which is you. So I feel that you are trying to master something, and I feel day by day you're like getting closer and closer. You have the Ace of Pentacles. The Ace of Pentacles is like a big opportunity that is being presented to you. So there could be some sort of opportunity that's coming into your life here. I always say that the Ace of Pentacles is just something that has potential. It really means nothing. It's like a big offer from the universe, but you have to be the one to nurture it into existence. I always say that there's this garden right here. And like with a garden, you have to water it, feed it, fertilize it, give it sunlight, take care of it, all that other stuff. So I feel for a lot of you that there is something in your life. I think that you're already working on. Mostly I say that because of the Eight of Pentacles right next to the Ace of Pentacles. But whatever this opportunity is, I would definitely nurture it into existence. You have the Knight of Pentacles. I actually feel pretty good about this. I'm not like the biggest fan of the Knight of Pentacles in general. He's the only knight in the tarot that isn't making any moves, and he's got these empty fields behind him. In the story of the Knight of Pentacles is that he has all the knowledge and wisdom necessary to be very successful, but he has to prove it. He has to start planting those seeds in that field behind him. And so I feel for a lot of you, it's time to start planting seeds. But at the same time, I do feel progress here. And the thing that really kind of confirms this for me is that Eight of Pentacles in your next draw. I think that it's a good thing that Eight of Pentacles showed up, because, it really tells me that you are kind of making forward motion here, your forward movements towards whatever it is that you're trying to accomplish. And again, I do feel, and by the way, for those of you that want love, there's a little bit of love here, but I really feel that you are maybe more work focused at this time, or more focused on improving your finances. With the Five of Wands, you have the Ten of Cups. So, again, love, anytime I say that a reading probably isn't about love, the universe is like, oh, I'll show you. It is about love. But you have the Ten of Cups. Ten of Cups is fortune after difficulty. Could be love, but again, really, with the Five of Wands, the Ten of Cups would just say that you're overcoming some sort of conflict or challenge in your life, because Ten of Cups is fortune after difficulty. It's basically, good things happening to you after a difficult period of time. So I feel like you're just overcoming some challenges here. With the Ace of Pentacles, you have the Seven of Cups. Seven of Cups is about being spoiled for choice, having a lot of options in life. So I feel like you are increasing your options with the Seven of Cups. And you have the Seven of Cups twice in this reading. And the Seven of Cups is about kind of like manifesting some sort of dream. And it kind of tells me that whatever this Ace of Pentacles opportunity is in your life, I feel it's something that you're working on. Could even be your health. Maybe it feels like a dream, but I feel like you are, again, I feel really good about this reading because of that Eight of Pentacles. It's saying even if something, feels far away, or even if something feels like a distant dream, I feel like you are bringing it down to earth. It's like you are actively manifesting here, or creating. With the Knight of Pentacles, you have the Emperor here. You go up to the Emperor. If you do want love, I would say that I feel some of you, that there could be a person who's either moving slowly towards you, or you are moving slowly towards them, and, take how it resonates. and it could be your emperor or your empress, whatever. Like I said, take it how it resonates. We'll see in a minute. But I do feel like there is slow movement with that Knight of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles kind of represents slow movement. Next, in the area of the unexpected, you have this horse spirit, says freedom is yours. You have this dove spirit, says be peace on it. So the horse spirit is about kind of like building momentum in things speeding up in your life. I also feel that you could be working on things for freedom is what this is saying to me. So, if you're working on a side hustle, maybe you're hoping to turn it into an actual business so that you can have freedom from work or from a boss, or maybe you're just hoping to create financial freedom as well. And, I feel like you are kind of working diligently towards that with the Eight of Pentacles. Eight of Pentacles, he's almost done. He only has like one more pentacle over here, and he's got this pentacle, of course, but he's got one more here. So he's almost done mastering his craft. He's almost done, he's almost completed what he set out to work on. So I feel you are very close here, Scorpio, to accomplishing what you want to accomplish. I also feel that, again, for a lot of you, I would keep working on things that create more momentum. It's like there are certain things, there are certain things that you can do that speed things up. There are other things that will slow things down. I would focus more on the working on the things in life that create momentum, and focus on the things that really move the needle forward, so to speak, with that Eight of Pentacles. You have the Three of Pentacles. Three of Pentacles says teamwork makes the dream work. So, again, anything you can do to work together with other people would be very beneficial with the Three of Pentacles. Three of Pentacles is also a card of quality work. I think I kind of feel like you're getting good attention for your work. This guy here, he's being celebrated by these people for the work that he has done. He has completed his work to a high degree of accuracy. I mean, Three of Pentacles literally represents quality work. So he has literally done a good job working on what he's working on here. And, that's kind of what I feel like is going on here with the Three of Pentacles. You have the Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands is about being bold, being assertive, really going for what you want. I definitely feel we're in a time where everybody has to be bold, be assertive. Like if we want something, we really have to go for it. And the thing with the Queen of Wands is that she learns as she goes. So don't be afraid to start something and just figure it out as you're going. Figure it out as you're moving forward, and figure it out as you're creating things and building things and all that other good stuff. And that's what I would say here with the Queen of Wands. It's just kind of like you just have to figure it out as you go with the Queen of Wands, and that will lead to the most success. I'm also getting something about mysteries here or secrets. Not bad secrets. I'm not talking about someone has a secret or something. I just think that there could be things that you don't know, and I feel like the Queen of Wands is saying learn as you go, like I said. So there you go. I also feel like you're very attractive at this time, Scorpio. So if you're looking for love, I would just put yourself out there, plain and simple. With the Three of Pentacles, you have the Mercury retrograde. I'm going to blame the retrograde for everything, right? You have the Knight of Wands. Knight of Wands is the true builder in the tarot, and clearly you are building something. I mean, Three of Pentacles, Eight of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles as well. So I feel like you are building something new. And the Knight of Wands just says be spontaneous, be flexible. I think if we kind of really distill the essence from the Knight of Wands, he follows his he has spontaneous energy. If he doesn't know how to do something, he just tries something else. Or if something doesn't work, he's willing to make a change. If he is on a journey, if he's building something in his life and things have to change, he just makes a change. He doesn't really worry about it. He doesn't stay, fixed in thinking that he can only accomplish something in one way. He understands that he can accomplish things in many ways. And I kind of feel that's what this is saying down to the Seven of Cups here, is that you are going to get what you want in life, or you can accomplish what you want, but just stay flexible in how you accomplish it, right? With the Eight of Pentacles, you have the Page of Wands. Page of Wands about following your enthusiasm. Maybe that's what's going on here. Knight of Wands, Page of Wands, Queen of Wands. These are all cards of kind of more following your enthusiasm or your desire, but there's not necessarily proof that your desires are going to work. Maybe in your head, you're like, oh, I desire this person, or I desire to work on this project, but maybe there's no proof that it's actually going to work. And I feel that the Wands cards, especially the Page of Wands, and the Knight of Wands, really, they both move, fearlessly towards something that they desire. So they don't need proof that it's going to work. They just do it, right? And I feel like that's what you need to do here. With the Queen of Wands, you have the Knight of Pentacles again. So Knight of Pentacles repeating itself. Basically, the universe saying I meant what I said. I feel it's time to make a move, even though it's a retrograde, who cares, I think it's time for you to kind of do something that you've been thinking about doing. Or, again, if you're already working on a project, you could be doing things to really take it to the next level, or you could be really doing things that prove to the universe that you're serious. I talk about this a lot. Like sometimes I think there are certain, there are like certain things we have to do to tell the universe, like I'm serious about this project, no matter what, right? And so I kind of feel like there are maybe certain things that you could do, and if you do that, you will be successful. Next, in the area of what's coming towards you, you have this Tall Tale card and this Burst of Magic card. I do feel there's like a burst of magic, things falling into place for you, coming in for you. I would be careful of any like past liars with that Tall Tale card. I would be careful of any past people who are coming in with stories or, whatever the case may be. I would say don't fall for it. I feel like saying don't fall for it with that Tall Tale card. But other than that, I actually feel things are, turning out pretty good for you here, Scorpio. So I really wouldn't even worry about it. You have the Emperor, the Seven of Cups, and the Death card. I do feel you could be attracting an Emperor type person. Again, I wouldn't say this is like definitely a love reading. I think you're more focused on work, but there is love here. You have the Four of Wands, Ten of Cups, really good love cards. But, again, I do feel you could be attracting an Emperor type person. I'm also wondering if more, this is a person you have your eye on, and maybe this is something that develops over time. It's something that's starting slow right now, like maybe you're just communicating with a person, or maybe you haven't even communicated with a person, but maybe you're about to, and I think it could just be communication for a little bit of time, and then it kind of like develops from there. So I do feel that there could be slow movement, but this could be a good thing. You have the Seven of Cups. Again, spoiled for choice. I really feel like you have to see how something is going to turn out. That's how I feel about the Seven of Cups sometimes. It's like you can think all day long about the good things and bad things that could happen if you start manifesting a dream on Earth or something that you're dreaming about, but you're not going to know unless you do it. So the Seven of Cups to me always says it's time for you, like you have to take action. You have to do something to make it, to really make it happen with the Seven of Cups. So just take that first step. And, it's time for a change for you, Scorpio. You have the Death card, which is your card. I love when people show up as themselves, puts you in a position of power and strength. But, outside of that, the Death card says it's time for some sort of change. Like the king is dead here, and he kind of represents the death of establishment, And, I've been saying for years that we're in the time of the death of establishment. Literally, Pluto going over the cusp of, Capricorn and Aquarius, which it's already done several times. It's going to do it again. It's retrograding again back into Capricorn before it's going to go back over the cusp at the end of the year, November, back into Aquarius. So, we've hit that cusp a few times now. And, what I would say is that cusp, especially with Pluto, the planet of transformation, your ruling planet as well, Scorpio, that cusp is the death of establishment. So, on a global level, we're seeing this all over the place where establishments are crumbling. Why do you think those banks collapsed? Why do you think there's stuff going on with the royal family and all that other stuff, right? We're just going to see more of this. This is nothing new. And on a personal level, it says, are there things that are established in your life that don't need to be, or are there changes to establishments, things that have been established in your life? Are there things that could evolve or change, or that could do better, right? And I can't answer that question for you. You have to, and I don't know what you all do, so you all have to look at your life and say, what have I been doing for a very long period of time, or what stories keep repeating in my life that I want to change? And it's like, now is the time to change your story for the better. Obviously, we don't want to go the other direction. With the Emperor, you have the Page of Swords. Yes, exactly. I feel like you're curious about a person. I'm totally calling you out here, Scorpio, because I feel like it's you. I could be wrong, but, I feel like it's you that's the secret admirer here, or, I feel like it's you that could have your eye on a person. Again, if you're not, take it how it resonates, right? It could be another person, but, I kind of feel like you have your eye on a person here. It could be an Aries or a fire sign, or, it could just be a person that you're definitely, it doesn't have to be, like I said, it could be any sign, but I feel like there's a lot of attraction here. And, you could just be interested in a person, and there you go. The Page of Swords also really encourages you to follow your curiosity. I believe we're in a time of curiosity where, that's how the universe is kind of guiding us right now, is through inspirations or through being curious about something. So if you find yourself being curious about new ideas, new directions, new things, I would just research those things, because you never know what it could lead to. Yeah, Seven of Cups, Ten of Pentacles. By you this is what you're not manifesting. So I feel this is saying, like, if you just manifest that Seven of Cups on Earth, that you will have the Ten of Pentacles, which is amazing. Ten of Pentacles is, everything you want and desire in your life. It is total success. Also really good for love. So for those of you that do want love, Ten of Pentacles is like everything you want and desire. So this could be a really solid connection as well. With the Death card, you have the Three of Wands. Three of Wands card of expansion and growth and putting yourself out there. So, I feel this is saying that you are expanding yourself in the world and you're becoming more like recognized or noticed or something like that. Next, in the area of the good stuff, you have this King of Cups, and you also have this Lost Compass. It says getting back to integrity. I feel that I think this is more you living your truth. So, that getting back to integrity, I don't think it's like you're saying you haven't had integrity. I feel like it's saying that you are doing things that are your truth more, or you're kind of like living your truth more. That King of Cups, you could be attracting a King of Cups. It could be a water sign as well that's coming in for you. But I would say that it's probably someone who has a lot of knowledge and wisdom, someone who's very in touch with their emotions as well. So, kind of like a good mix of energies going on here. You have the Nine of Wands, Ten of Wands, and the Four of Wands. The Nine of Wands is the Wounded Warrior, but again, it's coming up in the area of the good stuff. So I feel like you are kind of opening up at this time. The other thing I like about the Nine of Wands is that it's my card of throwing stuff at the wall and seeing what sticks. So sometimes with the Nine of Wands, I think that it's a card of experimentation where if you're trying to grow something or do something in life, it basically just says experiment as much as possible, Seven of Cups as well, and throw stuff at the wall, see what works, see what's not working, and double down on the good stuff. And it's just that simple. That's what I would do here with the Nine of Wands. You have the Ten of Wands. Ten of Wands is about carrying a heavy burden. So the Ten of Wands, he is carrying these 10 wands, but he's about to release them at this home or his home back here. So the story of the card is that he's about to have a harvest. And I feel for a lot of you that if you've been doing a lot of work, you are clearly about to have some sort of harvest in your life. I feel like you need to stay committed here. I feel pretty good about your reading just in general, and I'm not saying that you would quit something or anything like that, Scorpio. So, don't take this the wrong way. But, I'm cheating a little bit because just, looking at your chart, Scorpio, as well, the one thing I will say is that, if you have started something back up that you did quit like a while ago, then I would say don't quit again. I feel this is saying you're about to have a harvest. Keep pushing, right? And so, I'm not saying that you did quit, but again, maybe you took a break from something. I just see it in your astrology, right? Where I feel like a lot of Scorpio people, maybe you started a project or a business or side hustle, or you started learning something, or you started a diet, or you started improving your health, or whatever the case, may be. And it's like something you quit maybe a couple years ago or something, or a year ago. And it's like, I feel maybe over the past few months, you've started it up again, or you've been thinking about it, starting something up again. And I feel this Ten of Wands saying you're about to have a harvest. Don't put those wands down again. You have the Four of Wands. Four of Wands is a card of freedom. Four of Wands, of course, is a card of marriage as well. So some of you could be meeting a person that you will marry in the future. But the Four of Wands is also a card of setting yourself free. So these people, it's a card of completion. It represents needing to complete one thing, needing to get to the other side of these Four Wands here so that you can have a celebration. So if you are completing things, there could be a lot of success for you there. But let's see. With the Nine of Wands, you have the Fool. You're starting a new cycle. The story of the Fool is that, part of the Fool's journey is you go from the Fool to the world and you start all over again. And so I feel like you are kind of, it's like, I don't want to say you're starting over because I don't think you are starting over, but I do feel that there is this new beginning energy going on here. And I do feel that you are, people could be seeing you as foolish, Scorpio, but I would just ignore it. I feel like you're kind of, the Fool is the contrarian. He is meant to be different. And I feel like you need to realize that with the Fool. And with the Ten of Wands, you have the Wheel of Fortune, positive change in your fortunes. I also just get luck here, so there could be you could be feeling a lot more lucky. Let's say you're doing something again that you're revisiting. I feel like this time around, it's like you're feeling more lucky, you're feeling like things are going more in your favor. With the Four of Wands, you have the Two of Cups. Definitely could be a perfect match coming in for you for sure. With the Two of Cups, I would say this person either has fire in their chart, they are very fiery, or you have complementary fire sign placements. So, obviously you would have to know a person's chart to know that. But again, I kind of feel like there's something with fire going on here. You have this Jug card. It says lighthearted, carefree time. I see a lot more fun and just like a lot more lighthearted energy available for you. You have this Club card. It says someone will try to make you do something against your will. I wouldn't don't allow anyone to force you to do anything, plain and simple. You have this Needle and Thread. It says a sincere wish will be granted. I do feel like you're getting something that is kind of like a little bit of a gift from the universe. Something that seems a little bit impossible. So I like that. You have this Nest card. It says an emotionally secure, loving family is important to you. I feel like you could be attracting a person that you will have a family with if you are looking for love. If you don't have love, I feel this is a new person. If you do have love already, again, you could be, starting a family with a person, or again, if you're with a person already, that is the person that you could be starting a family with as well. You have this dolphin card. It says financial gain, usually coming from something you did in the past. You cannot make that up. This whole entire time, I've literally been talking about something, it's like you quit something, or you're revisiting something, or redoing something that you quit. And this has nothing to do with retrograde, by the way. I feel that, yes, there happens to be a retrograde right now, but whatever you're revisiting, it's different. I feel like either you already have restarted it, or you have been thinking about restarting something like a project, side hustle, something to do with your health. It could be anything. You have this wreath card. It says sorrow over loss. Like, I feel like a lot of people are getting energy like this. Like, but I feel like people are fearing losing the way things used to be, It's like, I think the weird energy people are feeling right now is that we've entered into this new world, and it's like a little bit rocky start. And I think we just need to realize that we have to fill the new earth with our good ideas. So if we do that, then we won't have to worry about the way things used to work or used to be. It's like we're in a different time. It's like you can complain about how things used to be, or you can adapt to the changes, right? So adapt to the changes. But this looks pretty good here, Scorpio. So thank you for being here, and definitely enjoy your week.